Just take a moment before you come back into the room. And as we discovered these qualities of mind, we can easily create ourselves. You see, if you think love and compassion, then you can create those feelings within your body. And when you think love and compassion and create a feeling of compassion through your body, you're resonating, your energy fields are resonating with that energy. You can, of course, do that with any quality you want. If you want to create strength, you do it with strength, by thinking strength and feeling strength. If you want to create a feeling of peace, by thinking peace and feeling peace, you can create that vibration in the cells of your body. And so, if we use our minds, we can create that resonance of what we really want ourselves to be like. If we want to make changes, then one way to make changes is to clear. It's a bit like the seesaw, you know, the children's seesaw. We've got to clear the discordant energy, which we call karma, or karmic miasmic patterning. And we've got to raise our energy vibration by thinking thoughts that are of love, or related to love, or peace, or unity, or high vibratory states. Okay? So it's as simple as that, really. It's like a rebalancing. And the energy tools on my website, a lot of them are free. They're at thesoundoflight.com. And these free energy activations are designed to clear the distorted energy from all aspects of our being, to remodel the body's energy fields so that we can pull the new fifth-dimensional frequency through the body. Because if the energy circuits are blocked up from a lot of past life energy static, like thoughts blocking, they're not, of course, thoughts now, they're just vibration. But they were created as thoughts, you see. Any thoughts that are not calibrated at the frequency of love, lower vibrational thoughts held within the body's energy field will block our energy flows through the body, and they can actually make us physically unwell. A lot of people at this time are being challenged by illness, cancer and other illnesses. And my belief is this a lot is because of the energy coming into the earth, affecting us and pulling up this discordancy so it's more obvious, so it's vibrating more strongly. And of course this energy vibration will directly translate into our physical bodies and what we think and what we feel in the now. All dis-ease or illness, you see, starts in the body's energy fields. And these old thought patterns of our past, when they start to vibrate, it feels to us in the now like we're thinking and feeling the same old way as we might have felt at some time, maybe 1,000 years ago. We won't recognize the fact that we're thinking and feeling like we felt, it sounds like a pharaoh, 1,000 years ago. But the thoughts of limitation and sabotage will be the same, you see. And when you're going through this kind of clearing, you'll always know it because it will be really strong. It will be very definite that what you're reacting to is over the top. You know how when you think something and you have an experience and you can't understand why you feel so distressed and so upset with this. This is when you're having a karmic release. This is how it is. really over-the-top response to things. Not normal. You feel like you're going crazy. But this is happening more and more. Now, I wonder what that noise is. I just need to check. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So, we'll just see it as an extra little challenge here, and we'll continue.
It's a sign.
It's a sign. Okay. I want to work now with someone who needs no introduction to any of you, really. And this is the energy of the Lady Mary. Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ. Now, you know, Mary, she knew all along. Before she was born, she knew her role, her mission. She agreed to this contract, you see, as we've all agreed to our contracts when we come into this earth plane. But she was aware, she was a seen priestess of the line of David. And she, on some level, would have known what her role was right from birth and been trained for that, because the Essene priesthood also knew this to be true, you see. And so when the Archangel Gabriel appeared to her, she already sort of knew deep within her being that this was what her destiny was. She probably couldn't foresee, though, the pain and the grief that would be associated with it on a human level. It's not an easy thing to rear your son and then watch him be crucified, is it? You know? So I guess what she really wants us all to understand is that this lifetime that you're in right now, and the situations that we find ourselves in right now, and the challenges in our 3D existence that we find, are really a very small part of the whole picture of our soul's true experience. And it's the way that we deal with these challenges and these situations when they come up that allows us to know, because we're the ones, nobody judges us, but allows us to know whether we are mastering this human 3D place or not. No? So the next piece of music that I want to play is what? Yes, no, not that one, the other one. We're going to play another piece of music now. Yeah, please. And we're going to work with the energy of Lady Mary. And this piece of music is called Chants from Heart to Heart. Mary suffered a great deal of grief, but also joy in her life. She had to leave her home many times. Just after the birth of Jesus Christ, when she's just given birth to a baby, she's asked to go to Egypt. You know, that's not an easy thing. We were in Egypt recently, a few months ago, and we went to the Mary tree, the garden, called the Mataraya Garden in Cairo. And you can still see the tree. It's sort of propped up with a few branches and sort of tied together. But it's the tree that Jesus and Mary and Joseph sheltered under when they were sent to the land of Egypt. And in that garden is beautiful flowers and a well that Mary and Joseph got water out of this well to rest and to replenish themselves. And when I was there, I felt the energy so incredibly. I sat in that garden. We spent about an hour trying to find it, and we arrived about a quarter of an hour before they closed the gates for the day. It's not easy to find. But it is the most sacred and special place. So if any of you go to Cairo, go to the Garden of Mary, the Mataraya Garden, and you can sit beneath the same tree that Mary and Joseph sat with baby Jesus. Now there's another tree. There's a new little tree that in the past 15 or so years has grown up under the old tree. And it's already quite a substantial looking tree. But the old wood is still there. And it's really, really Very beautiful and very special place. So now let's welcome the Lady Mary and work with these chants from heart to heart. Thank you. Put your hands over your heart chakra. Both Mary and Mary Magdalene showed a great deal of strength, determination, tenacity and purpose. They knew that they were part of God's divine plan, that they had a role to play, a purpose to carry out. They knew the outcome before it even began. And they showed a lot of something called courage. The French word for courage is le cœur, C-O-E-U-R. Le cœur means the heart. It's not the French word for courage, it means the heart. But courage and le cœur are very similar. Probably derived from the same root. And so when we have courage, what we are actually doing is following the heart. Following the dictates of the heart. Because it is within our own hearts that we find the truth of what it is that we should do. And that often takes a lot of courage. To follow the heart takes courage. It's much easier to give up on our dreams. It's much easier to, when we have voices within us that say, no, you can't do it, to agree with them. It's much easier to say, well, I don't think I can do it, so I won't. But when we follow the heart, we know that if we just keep walking, that right will prevail. And we be and do all that we have come to be and do. We have to step into courage. So the Lady Mary is to bring you courage and instill these qualities deep within your heart so that you can do what you're called to be and do right now, what you have come to do, to fulfill the desires and the dreams of your heart and your soul. So as you go into your heart space, place an intention there of what you want to create, what you want to manifest in your life. What is your mission? What is your calling? What are you here to do? And ask Lady Mary to help you gain the courage to do it. And so it is. When we all intend with strength and purpose and follow up on these intentions, then we achieve great things.